Hello viewers. Through this video, let's try to understand the concept of ICT. How do we explain ICT? Many times when this question is asked to us, we tend to only give the full form as information and communication technology. But it's very important to understand the concept of ICT for its effective use in education. As per UNESCO, ICT refers to a set of technology tools and resources that can create, store and transmit digital information. Whenever we define a concept, we try to list the essential attributes which will help us in categorizing the examples as well as the non-examples. Let us try to list the essential attributes to understand the concept of ICT. Let's take this as an example. Have you clicked a photograph using a smartphone? What do you really do when you click a photograph? Whenever we click a photograph, we actually create digital information of the person or the object or the situation which we have clicked about. The created digital information gets stored in our mobile. The stored information can be retrieved from our mobile at any time, anywhere, whenever we require. The information which is stored can also be manipulated, like editing it, cutting it, adding some features to it. Sometimes you want to make multiple copies. So, the digital information can also be manipulated. The photo which we have stored in our mobile can also be sent to others using any mediums like instant messenger, mail or social media. And also the person who receives it has a scope for giving feedback back in the digital medium itself through likes, comments or even through sometime descriptive feedback. Hence, ICT refers to a software or hardware or a process or a system that can create, store, retrieve, manipulate, send and receive digital information. Always ICT need not be a single thing. In this particular case, which we have taken as an example, the smartphone along with the internet connectivity and the medium which we have used to communicate, for example, the instant messenger could all together form a system which can be called as ICT. Many times as teachers, we may not really use ICT in the classroom, but we claim to use ICT in classroom. Let's consider this example. When a teacher uses slide presentation in her classroom for teaching, can the teacher claim that she is using ICT? Cannot, because a teacher who is using a slide presentation has created the digital information, has stored the digital information, she is able to retrieve and use it in the classroom. Sometimes when there is some corrections to be done, she may also manipulate. But most of the time, the communication where the sending and receiving is only happening in the physical form and not in the digital form. Hence, a teacher just using slide presentation in the classroom showing from a projector cannot claim that I am using ICT. In case, if that same teacher can send the same presentation through any instant messenger or mail or social media to the students, where the students can also share back the feedback in the same digital medium, then all the essential attributes of ICT is being used by teacher and the teacher can claim that she is using ICT. It does not mean that the teacher should not use any partial part of ICT. The teacher can use only creating digital resource, sometimes for the classroom purpose, sometimes creating and using in the classroom, sometimes only communication, but in that case the teacher can claim that she is using digital technology, but not ICT. So, there is a possibility for a teacher always to use ICT in classroom with the existing resources. Now, it is time for us to think and reflect whether I am really using ICT or only using digital technology and claiming to use ICT. Now, let us think where we are and try to use all the essential attributes of ICT and make use of meaningful use of ICT in our classroom. Thank you.